call it. What's the time?
I had no faith in you, Robocop Rogue City. I mean, how could any video game possibly match the nostalgic feelings that I have for the movie that I watched when I was a boy?
I'd buy that for $1.
Murphy.
Newsflash, Negro, it can't. But what it does do, elaborate on the world that you already know, giving you cool extra shit you'd never even thought about. Which is what any new addition to some sort of media should do. Nuke was a really big deal in Robocop 2. So much that in the movie there was a cult surrounding the drug.
To find which movie would most enhance my Nuke experience.
This is a nuke for every mood. We'll offer our customers the opportunity to control every aspect of their emotional lives. You know, with the white noise, and the black thunder, and the red ramrod, and the blue velvet. Frank, the blue velvet. Frank. Benzatrine's got my teeth wiggling. Cut it with scopolamine. 5 mils per.
A cult that loves it so much so, they made a song about it. Now, outside of the game, it's still pretty catchy, but under certain action scenarios, it's a fucking blast. So, outside of interesting world building ideas, how's the actual story? All in all, it's good. It fits in well to the Robocop world. It doesn't make anything jarringly different, and it doesn't really change the story from the movies either. And it answers questions you could have had about characters between the second and the third movies. The plot incorporating just about everybody you could remember. The environments feel top notch. It really is old Detroit. Old computers, rotary phones, pay phones, brothers with perms. Pretty sure if I look for it, I can find a station wagon with some wood paneling on it. It just feels good to be out here. They also put so much work and detail into making it feel good to be in here. I never thought or imagined of walking around inside of the precinct from Robocop. But boy, am I happy to do it. Like, I understand attention to detail, but this feels like during the development process, at least 3 times a week they had to watch either Robocop 1, 2, or 3. And they had pictures of their favorite characters at their desk. Like, this feels like it was a passion project. Or the people involved had passion, watched the movies, and was like, oh, okay, this is dope, let's do this right. And I like that. It's all very pretty. If you're not looking at the people, everything is spectacular. And it's not that they necessarily look bad. It feels kind of awkward when they're talking to you or each other.
Robocop! I knew our founder would send his best.
We're not done yet.
Mr. Becker, you're still alive.
I only played dead so I didn't end up like you, with a bomb strapped to my body.
Robocop, you have to defuse it. The explosion could cause the company enormous losses.
An opportunity for an ambitious officer.
I'll be watching you from a safe distance.
Okay, so the awkwardness is really charming. and it adds to the humor in the script they put together. But honestly, it's like talking to cardboard sometimes. Moving around this world feels 100% appropriate. You're as Robocop just walking around, you feel appropriately slow, and then when you press the run button, you feel appropriately fast as Robocop. And no, appropriately fast as Robocop is nowhere near as fast as Robocop in Mortal Kombat 11. But they did add a dash button to make the combat a little more speedy. I guess that brings us to our next topic. Gameplay and immersion and whatnot. Like I said, with the environments, top notch, 100%. And because of the plot and the fact that you're playing Robocop, which is basically, Ghost in a Shell, Zombie Man. Some people say Jesus, but because of certain plot points in the game, they really give you the feel of what it would be like to be Murphy, Robocop. And as a player, it kind of screwed me up a little bit.
What's your blood pressure?
I've got 40 pow.
Course VFib. Okay, we gotta shock him.
Let's get the ambu bag.
Stand clear. Shock him.
Clear.
All right, no pulse. Let's go intracardiac epinephrine.
Okay, everybody, clear.
Stand clear. All right, I think that's all we can do. Let's call it. What's the time?
6:15.
I wasn't expecting existential quandaries about life and meaning and whatnot. What is it like to be a malfunctioning Tin Man? Surprise, trash. I just wanted to kill thugs. But luckily, the game does both. Very well. Well, as you would think, just like I did, a first-person shooter with Robocop as the focus is a game only for Dave and Buster's. That's an arcade game and you just leave it there and you don't take it home. But surprise, surprise, like they've done so many other times in this game, they fleshed out the shooting so it wouldn't get dry or dreary. Charge, scanning, ricochet off of panels in the background, slowing down time, a level up system that gives you good replay value, a customizable gun, and the fact that you are Robocop. Of course you're just gonna go through destroying hordes upon hordes of enemies. What other gameplay loop did you think you would get out of a Robocop? So everything else that they've added, just icing, strawberries, ice cream, chocolate drizzle, all that extra shit on the cake. Robocop Rogue City is a great game with a great story. The only problem being that on replay, it totally becomes a Robocop simulator. On my first playthrough is 100% Robocop video game. As in, I'm ducking, I'm weaving, I'm looking for cover, I'm trying to find health packs. It's right here, this is under the circumstances of I am appropriately leveled, but I did mismanage my points. So I was on vitality, but still, even if that wasn't the case, I was engaged as a gamer.
I knew you wouldn't miss it for the world. Just go through the door. They're ready when you are. Just make sure.
Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative.
Okay. So they used this kind of bomb before. According to the diagram, you should detach 3 cables. Start from the one with the highest voltage.
There is one way to be sure. I will...
So, you could have done that.
I thought you may learn something here.
And then, on your second playthrough, you're Robocop. There is no hiding. There is no running. You will not escape the might of Omni Consumer Products, Law and Order. You don't have the resources to oppose us. We were voted in. People are cool with us around. Supposedly. I hope you understand that today you chose to die because you decided to sell drugs in a city where I exist. This is both of our faults. Me to a lesser extent because of OCP and whatnot. But you understand, Alex Murphy lets nothing slide in Detroit. I will remember you. I can't not remember you. Understand that. You had to go. And I'm the one to go there.
There's a deserted warehouse nearby.
And all that immersion is cool and fun. Until you're on your third playthrough and then it gets kinda different.
It's your best.
You are mowing them down like the maggots that they are. How dare you interfere with OCP plans? Did they seriously think that today was the day this was going to go well for them? Did they seriously feel that today they would encounter some mercy from me?
Mercy is disgusting! Come here! I will rip your brain from your skull! Your turn to die! Fucking meat! So insignificant! Primitive! Retreat is no option. Your mate has failed you. Are you fucking with me now? You are nothing. Foolish. Arrogant. Pathetic.
So, from the good plot, interesting elements, great ideas, fun gameplay, somewhat awkward characters, Robocop Rogue City is a gift that I never expected, never asked for, but duly appreciate. A story that could appropriately be called Robocop 2.5 with the gameplay feel of being in Robocop 3. Just unnecessarily overpowered. Just, you know, with the gore and stuff. I can't stress enough how much this Robocop game is a pretty good game. That's not just nostalgia bait, but works 10 to 100 times better if you have a little bit of that nostalgia bug. Robocop Rogue City, winner, chicken dinner. Super excited for the DLC. Let's see what that's like. So,
Hello, Robocop.
until next time,
Congratulations.
take care of yourself.
I've seen your accomplishment.
You're gonna be a bad motherfucker.
What will make Detroit safe? The right people with the right tools. OCP's technology is such a tool. However, wielded by the wrong hands.
Breaking news. An attack on a Metro West precinct has occurred.
Hypothetically, it's possible to make a machine that would take control of all the OCP devices.
Does that building you call Omni Tower possess such capabilities?
All squads, code red. Robocop is here. Backup is needed in the main lobby.
Why do you need the OCP hijacker?
You'll find out sooner than you expect.
Can I reach the mercenary leader without running into civilians?
I am the only one who can guide you through it. And my name's Miranda, by the way.
This is the day we've been waiting for. We're ready.
Caution. The highest degree of safety has been
Murphy!
Eyes on target. Robocop's here.
Who are you?
Don't you remember me?